What's going on, guys? TKD123 back with you, and today we got a brand new month. That means a brand new list of free PS plugins will be getting if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber. So let's get right into this. And of course, we do this every single month here on the channel, so if you guys enjoy, if you guys are here, just looking, on YouTube and you're searching this up, make sure to stick around the channel because I do this on a monthly basis, a little bit of a little ritual, if you will, for the channel. So if you go check out these videos as well and all my other content as well. Back to the topic at hand, the first game we got here is a pretty big game here, and this is for the PS4, and it's called Killing Floor 2. Now, it's an FPS, and it's being, kind of developed and published by Tripwire Interactive and stuff like that, and it was released on the PS4 back in 2016, and it was actually November 2016, so it's very much, a pretty, fresh game, if you will, so definitely, has some legs there. And the game can be played, all by yourself or with up to 6 players, and it's based off of the original Killing Floor back in the past gen and stuff like that, and it basically entails a deadly outbreak from the biotechnologically firm Horizon created Zeds, which are zombie-like creatures and stuff like that rapidly spread across Europe, and they do a bunch of havoc. So you're basically fighting off this kind of zombie outbreak with you all alone by yourself or with your friends as well. And what really kind of entices me here is that it's 6 people. It's like it's 6 players that are going to be in this kind of wave-based game, which is pretty cool. So I'm very intrigued by this, very interested, and it should be a good time here. Might stream it here and there. We'll see if we can get a stream going on this game, because this game looks pretty enticing, at least to me. And kind of speaking from a more kind of, how did the game industry kind of receive this game? It got pretty good reviews here. So looking here on Metacritic, it's sitting at a 75 on the PC and a 76 on the PS4 and stuff like that. And for Destructoid, give it 9 out of 10. IGN give it 8 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of really high scores here. Pretty high scores. Not perfect at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure there's pretty much a lot of grabs here and there about the game. But overall, kind of speaking of a more kind of consensus view, it's looking to have a pretty good scoring, across the board. So definitely worth checking out. Next up here on the PS4, another game that is critically acclaimed, that's been highly talked about here across the community for the past few months, and probably years at this point. It is Life is Strange. Now, this is basically an episodic adventure game, in the same vein as Telltale when they released their, kind of whole entire thing kind of in 5 parts or stuff like that, and it's released over a few couple months. This is the same type of way. And this is a very story-driven game, very narrative-driven, and basically the plot focuses around Max Caulfield, a photography student who discovers that she has the ability to rewind time at any moment, leading her every choice to enact the butterfly effect, which basically that is where, if I go back in time and I never record this video, let's say, and then let's say I decided instead to record this video, I go out and take a drive, again, a car crash, and I die, right? And so that's kind of the butterfly effect, where it's you change one small thing in the past and the future gets completely changed because of that one small event. So it's definitely a cool concept here, and it has got a ton of praise and all that. And this game, is sitting on Metacritic in the high 80s and stuff like that, and has gotten a ton of awards over the past few years. So definitely, this game is definitely worth checking out. And again, stream, possibly, maybe, hopefully, we'll see, who knows. But I would definitely be checking this game in my spare time. And next up here, as tradition for the PS Plus games, we're going to get into the genre of the PS3, where things get a little lackluster, a little bland. But hey, we got to cover it because, it's free stuff, right? So here we go. We have a game here called Abyss Odyssey, and it looks to be a solo game that is also multiplayer that you can play with it as well, and it looks to be an adventure game. So basically, kind of the plot here is where you follow a set of heroes who fight to reach a warlock whose dreams are infecting reality in 19th century Chile. And so I guess, whatever that means, stuff like that. And I guess it has a unique art style, and it has, very kind of different ways to play the game, and different gameplay assets and stuff like that. So it seems, I guess pretty enticing if you have the PS3 still. And on Metacritic, it's sitting at a D+ at 69%, so a little bit on the lower end here. But when you look at the when you look at the scores overall on the individual kind of website and stuff like that, the Destructoid gave it 7 out of 10, IGN gave it a 6.7, so a little bit lower on that end. But kind of overall, it's kind of in the middle of the run game, where it's not gonna be the biggest flop, but it's also not the greatest thing you've ever played in your life. So definitely seems like that. So we check it out if you have a PS3, because why not? It's free. And next up here we got the real crumb side of this list here, and it's called World Rally Championship 5. And, I feel like, just every month, I feel like every month with the PS3 we always get, some sort of like weird, obtuse, random game, and then we get always a racing game, like whether it be like off-roading or whether it be motorcyclists or like whatever it could be, ATVs. We always get some vehicle game here, and this is continuing that tradition here. And it got released in 2016 with the WR6, but WR5 was a few years ago and stuff like that. And when you look back at how many titles this thing has, like this has titles going back from 2001 when it first came out and stuff like that. Like there has been a ton of titles released under this name, so definitely is a long going series and stuff like that. And it is essentially just a racing game, it's one of those racing games. And looking at Metacritic, it's sitting at a little bit lower than a D, looking at 64%. And we're looking at individual publishing scores. We got IGN giving it a 6, and Eurogamer giving it 70%, Game Informer giving it 6 out of 10. So again, pretty run-of-the-mill stuff. Again, not the worst thing in the world, but it's PS3 list, so things get a little bit south when we look at the games in terms of PS3. So I guess if you are into racing, definitely go check this out, because why not? Again, it is free for PS Plus subscribers. Now we got the good stuff. We on Vita Island once again. Here we go. We got a game called Neon Chrome for the PS Vita here for free, and this to me essentially looks a little bit like if you got Hotline Miami and you put it in the future instead of the 80s, right? If you put it in the far future, and looks like here you have cybernetic abilities and different roles of like assassin, corporate soldier, and cyber psycho and stuff like that. You can upgrade your character stats and everything, and you can enhance your overall strength and stuff like that. That is basically what you have here with Neon Chrome. So it looks to be very much a futuristic, and it's even a top-down as well. So again, it's kind of those top-down shooters that we like, where it's that twin stick top-down shooter, and you're just being enemies and stuff like that. It looks a little bit more easier than Hotline Miami, because with like Hotline Miami, you get one shot on you and you're dead, like you are done, right? But here it looks like maybe you can upgrade some shield stuff and get some extra damage you can take. So this looks absolutely amazing, dude. Like this looks awesome, man. Oh my god, I want to play this right now. I want to download it right now. I'm being for with y'all. But these games won't go live till the official June 1st. But I am definitely going to cop this game, and plus we're going on a trip soon, so this is definitely going to be my definite game of choice for this trip. So definitely looks awesome here. I cannot wait to play Neon Chrome. In the last game here for the PS Vita and for the month of June 2017, we have a game here called Spy Chameleon. Now this looks to be a little bit like an arcade puzzle game where you have to avoid being spotted, and you of course are a chameleon, so you can use kind of the environment to blend in, to help you kind of remain off the radar. So you can change your color and stuff like that, and you have to avoid, I guess, things that can spot you. So whether that be guards or whether that be different sensors or camera and stuff like that. And it looks to be, I guess, pretty okay. And again, it's that top-down style again as well. There's a multiple missions, so I'm sure there's a lot of replayability and stuff like that. And overall, looking at kind of like the Steam page on this game, I don't have individual scores and everything, but overall, over 104 reviews of the game on Steam, it's getting a very, very positive outlook. And this game came out in 2014, so it's a pretty old game here, but overall, it's getting pretty good positive views here. So well, check this out. Maybe, hopefully, if the previous game Neon Chrome doesn't fully grab me, I'm sure this will be a nice kind of I guess sufficing, if you will. And just a quick recap to run down all the games you'll be getting this month for PS Plus. For the PS4, you'll be getting Killing Floor 2 and Life is Strange. On the PS3, you'll be getting Abyss, Odyssey, and WRC World Rally Championship. And for the PS Vita, and just to keep in mind, both these games on the Vita are cross-buy with PS4. That's usually how it goes every month here, where we get the PS Vita games, and they are pretty much always cross-buy with the PS4. And here, on the PS Vita and the PS4, I guess you can say, we'll be getting the Neon Chrome game along with Spy Chameleon. If you want to make sure you like, subscribe, and share it down below. I appreciate all of you. Thanks for watching, and as always, I got you.